Welcome to the 2016 premiere edition of the Catamount Football Show. We're out here on Harmon Field to talk about last week's game versus Calhoun and the upcoming game versus the Northwest Bruins. So stay right here, back with more Catamount football in just a minute.
This is Roadrunner Coach Tony Engel. I want you to join another winning team with my friends at Advanced Insurance Strategies. They offer you great service, but more importantly, they offer you the assurance that you're protected today and against whatever tomorrow may bring. After all, isn't peace of mind what insurance is all about? Call my good friend David Pennington at Advanced Insurance Strategies today at 706-226-0186. Beep, beep.
The Catamount and the Chick-fil-A Cow are teaming up to provide you an awesome tailgate meal each home game from 5:30 to kickoff. Be sure to be here by 6 o'clock for the catwalk and get your Chick-fil-A meal for only $6. Chick-fil-A Dalton reminds you to eat more chicken
and go be great!
Dalton Utilities has been a part of our community since 1889, meeting the needs of a growing industry that is now known throughout the world. Over 125 years later, Dalton Utilities is still invested in our community's success, providing safe and affordably priced utility services to help run your home and business. For electricity, natural gas, water, and wastewater services, you can always rely on Dalton Utilities, your hometown connection.
We're back on the Catamount Football Show. We got Coach Matt Lynn. Coach, big win Friday night. Great way to start the season. Tremendous atmosphere. Talk a little bit about it from your perspective.
Well, it was a great game. And, you know, when you look at, in today's world, all the different things that happen on Friday nights, it was good to have a pure Friday night back where it was time to play football, and obviously to get in here at Harmon Field, I get so many compliments. I mean, this is such a unique venue to play. It's not on a high school campus. It's a city field, and
got no track.
No track. Absolutely, and I mean it's just football. It's just pure football. And it was good to get back into the season. It's good to get back into playing. Good to get back into having something to work for throughout the week. And I think the best thing about it was to come away with a victory against a very, very good Calhoun team.
I think one of the great things for me was to see the Calhoun fans turned out in force. The stands were full. Absolutely. The Dalton fans turned out in force. The stands were full. Made for a great atmosphere. Plus, you had the fact it was on television.
Absolutely.
Just really kind of big-time high school football, and that made it really special.
When the guys come in from Fox, and this is our, maybe 10 or 15th time over the last probably 17 years that we've been on TV. It's at least one game every year we're on TV. The guys told me that this is their favorite venue. Right. It's from a video standpoint, the hospitality of our just of our quarterback club and all the band and just taking care of them. But really, it's just the atmosphere, and it's electric. And to have certainly a great amount of fans come out, like the Calhoun fans, our fans, and then we had a lot of people that came in just to watch the game.
That's right.
That had maybe their teams were playing off. And so, like I said, Friday night was electric. It was good to have that Friday night feel back at Harmon Field. I think I'm really glad, though, that we played really, really well.
Absolutely.
So I think that's where I'm really going to say that I'm really glad about Friday night.
It kind of leads into the game. We'll talk about the game itself. I thought, defensively, the quarterback for Calhoun, Baylon Spector, is a tremendous athlete,
no doubt,
and presented a real challenge for our defense.
Yeah, the quarterback is truly, he's a D1 athlete, and I think he's going to be a D1 athlete that you're going to see a lot on Saturday. His size, his speed, his command of the field, his player, his team. He's the leader. There's no doubt he's the leader on offense, and when he'd come in on defense, he's the leader on defense. Our defensive staff put together what I felt was a great game plan. A team like Calhoun is a team that has a lot of weapons. And you don't stop a team like that. You contain a team like that. And they had none big plays against us. Had the potential for one, had a little break-in coverage. But outside of that, our defense played really, certainly not flawless. There's so many things that we can work on, we can get better at. We had a couple of blown things down here on the goal line actually when they scored. But from a defensive standpoint, fundamentally sound, had a lot of moving parts, probably played I think Coach Carpenter said somewhere around 20, almost 21 kids on Friday night. And then when you play that many kids, it takes a lot of people connected, a lot of people disciplined. Coach did a great job, and I was very proud of our players. Like I said, containing the big play and making them drive to beat us. Offensively,
the new look, mixed in some of the old, some of the new. Talk about that result a little bit.
Well, you know, this offense is certainly it's an evolution. It's something that's been going on, and it's not this year, because we've seen these guys coming through the system since first grade. Even the ones that are back with us were with us all the way, you know, up until middle school. And so we kind of knew this was coming, and we've kind of been building this offense. You know, it's kind of fun, but you know, at the same time, as a play caller, it's a little bit challenging, because I want to be who we are, which is the good old power, but when you have that kind of talent on the perimeter, it does dictate you try to spread the field. That only helps us. Right. And so certainly I think it's going to be something that evolves through the year. If there's a strength of this offense, I would like to think the strength is we can just be what we need to be. If we need to be a power football team, certainly we can be a power football team. If we need to be, though, in any kind of environment where we've got to spread the box, we've got to get people out, I think we've got the people now that we can do that we can get the ball outside or get it deep and maybe open up some running lanes for us, because that's who we are. That's what we're going to be, as a run team first. But, you know, you got to be able to do some other things if you're going to make it deep into the playoffs.
And I think that'll make it hard to game plan against our offense is because we do have the ability to go spread it out 4 wides or pack it in and be 2 backs in the backfield and pound you with a run. So I think that gives us a lot of flexibility.
Yeah, I think the challenge for I think our offensive staff is really, though, is the practice time. Mm-hmm. Do you give enough time to those things that, you know, because that's a lot. A lot of teams maybe run 6 or 7 plays. They run those every day, all day, you know, for a week, where with us, we've got to divide it out. And so, you know, I think our offensive staff has done an outstanding job continuing to build the schedule so that we can get all those plays in and stay polished enough that we can use whatever we need to take off the shelf on Friday night.
Real quick before we take a break, don't want to miss out on special teams. Those guys did a great job on Friday night.
Well, you know, Philip Shealy did an outstanding job, new snapper for us, and, you know, solid snaps even when the rain started coming down. And after the break, 2 really good snaps for him. And then Ivan Moore, it's good to have one more, you know, that's on our team. Ivan's going to be doing, for the early part of the year, he's going to be doing most of our kicking, if not all our kicking. And, you know, when you can average over 45 yards a punt, when you can kick it in the end zone 5 yards deep, from a defensive coach's perspective, man, you're playing with 12 almost, when you know that other team has got to drive the ball 75, you know, 70, 80 yards, whatever, every time that they get the ball, whether you're pinning them on a punt or you're kicking off in the end zone. So, like I said, very proud of our special teams. Marshall Phillips, great job holding on extra points. Like I said, when you have peace of mind in your special teams, that may be the greatest asset you can have. And right now, I like who we have doing what we're doing.
Absolutely. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back with more Catamount football after these messages.
Hi, I'm Dr. Reginald Sherrill. Are you tired of sweaty underarms and dealing with deodorant stains on your clothes? We're performing a procedure called Mirror Dry. It's safe, non-invasive, sweat and odor-free, deodorant-free. It is clinically proven and FDA approved. I've had the procedure and it really works. The procedure takes about 1 hour, it's local anesthesia, and works immediately. Call our office, Dalton Plastic Surgery, 706-226-3311. 706-226-3311.
Train like a pro at Performance Sports Academy. Get one-on-one training from former professional and collegiate players, featuring indoor baseball and softball training facilities, ground ball area, 3 pitching mounds, and 4 batting cages. Performance Sports Academy is also available for team rentals. Call 706-537-3169 today and train like a pro at Performance Sports Academy.
Honesty, integrity, and hard work, leadership, quality, and value. Just a few words to describe the company and people that make up Shaw Industries. Shaw Industries, the world's leading carpet manufacturer, is proud to be a sponsor of Dalton Catamount Football. Shaw Industries, where great floors begin.
Welcome back to the Catamount Football Show. We've got our player interview segment. Guys, welcome to the show and introduce yourselves, please.
Hi, I'm Colton Fromm. I'm number 28. I'm a senior and I'm a middle linebacker.
I'm Maddux Houghton, number 24. Play free safety and I'm also a senior.
All right, Maddux, let's start with you. First off, tell me what it felt like to be a captain and walk out on the field for the opening game Friday night. It has to be a special feeling.
Oh, it was a huge honor because growing up, I remember when I came here to the first game and I was 7 years old. My dad had just gotten a job at the middle school. I remember the first time I walked in, I remember saying I want to play here. And so being a captain, it was really special.
Great crowd on Friday night. What did that do for the team as far as the electricity in the stadium and just kind of the excitement of the opening game?
Oh, it definitely amped it up. You know, when you play for 6,000 people, it's a great feeling.
Yeah. So give me your thoughts on being a senior this year and kind of your role and responsibilities with the team.
Well, I play free safety. So I call the defenses as far as coverages from Coach Carpenter. And then as a senior, I've also grown into a leadership role because, well, we need a leader. So.
Yep, absolutely. Talk about the game Friday night, some of the things that you saw from your perspective kind of on the back end of the defense, what was happening with us against the Calhoun offense.
Well, they ran a lot of zone read, and so the quarterback would either keep it or he'd give it to the running back. And then as far as passing-wise, they didn't throw a whole lot, but they ran a lot of curls. And then at the end, they had to throw deep. Yeah. And then we got 2 interceptions.
Their quarterback, quite an athlete, big guy running the football. A lot to tackle, right?
Oh, yeah, he was a load. He's a heavy dude.
Yeah. So talk to me about the goals for the season, kind of for yourself and for the team.
As far as goals, we want to go 10-0 to start with and win the region championship. And then from there, we'd like to go 15-0, win state championship.
Absolutely. How about for yourself personally?
For myself, I'd like to get 8 interceptions if possible, but I also know that's a lot, and so it'd be all right if I didn't.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks for everything you do. You played a great game Friday night. Look forward to watching the rest of the season.
Appreciate it.
All right, Colton, let's talk to you. Same questions. Tell me about being a captain. What was kind of your thoughts walking out there Friday night with the opening game, big crowd?
It was really exciting. It was nothing I've ever felt before. I never thought I'd find myself in a captain position, and it was a great feeling with the crowd and everybody cheering us on. It was an electric feeling, like he said, and it was just unreal to me.
So you're the third member of your family to play here. Kind of
yes,
give me that perspective, how it is following your dad and your brother, and now you coming to the end of your career.
Yes,
how's that been for your family and for you?
It's been really meaningful for us. It's kind of just a part of our family. And speaking of Calhoun, my brother never beat Calhoun, and so being able to be one of the kids that beat Calhoun was something good for my whole family and my brother, and it meant a lot to us.
Talk about the position you play and kind of your responsibilities on Friday nights.
I play middle linebacker, and my main responsibility is run stopper and a little bit of pass stopping. I have to take care of the middle, read the guards, and
explain what you mean by read the guards. Somebody's watching that doesn't understand. What do you mean by read the guards?
All right. Well, next to the center, there's 2 guys, and those are guards. And if they go one way, I gotta notice it in half a second and go react to it and find the guy with the ball and take him to the ground.
It's kind of an old saying in football: the guards are going to lead you
to
the ball carrier, right?
That's Coach Carpenter's favorite line.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now I saw you doing some pretty serious blitzing Friday night too. Talk about that.
Yes, sir. Yeah, whenever Coach Carpenter called a blitz, I got super excited and I would hit the gap as hard as I could. And sometimes it worked out really well and got a big sack on Balin, and that made me really happy.
Yeah. Talk a little bit about the strategy of being a blitzer. I mean, because there's times if you give it away too soon, the offensive line might pick it up and find you. And so talk about how you kind of disguise a blitz when you're coming.
Yeah, there's a real strategy to it, and it's kind of hard sometimes because, like you said, if you show it a bit early, guard or tackle is going to call you out on it, and you got no chance. They're going to start blocking you. So you need to line up a little closer sometimes and wait till the ball is right about to get snapped or snapped, and then just break through the gate.
Absolutely. How about you? How about goals for yourself and this season and goals for the team?
Goals for the team, more importantly, go 10-0, region championship, and then win every game in the playoffs and win state. My personal goals, biggest one is to help the team every way I can, and that'd be getting tackles. It doesn't matter how many tackles I get to me, it matters if I'm making the right plays. So my biggest goal, I'd say, is helping the team as much as I can.
All right, very good, guys. Thanks for coming on the show. Great job Friday night. I look forward to watching the rest of the season.
Yes, sir.
Stay right here. We'll be back with more Catamount football in just a minute.
Thank goodness it's football time again here in North Georgia. There's nothing like the smell of the grass and the roar of the crowd under the lights on Friday night. Football is a way of life in Dalton, Georgia, and so is the Oakwood Cafe. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, our team is dedicated to serving you the best meal in this area. So next time you're hungry, head on down to the Oakwood Cafe. Your stomach will be glad you did. Oakwood Cafe, for the people, by our people. Transformers is proud to present two new things that are happening here. BG Products and Mr. Rick Patton is your new Center Service Manager. Welcome aboard, Rick.
Thank you so much, Charles. I feel truly blessed to be here. And yes, we have a complete lineup of BG products to serve all of our customers' maintenance needs.
So don't just trust your automobile with anyone. Come to Transformers, transmission and complete auto repair specialists. We can make it shift, we can make it hold, we can make it stop, and we guarantee with BG Products, we can make it go.
Thank you and God bless.
This is Roadrunner Coach Tony Ingle. I want you to join another winning team with my friends at Advanced Insurance Strategies. They offer you great service, but more importantly, they offer you the assurance that you're protected today and against whatever tomorrow may bring. After all, isn't peace of mind what insurance is all about? Call my good friend David Pennington at Advanced Insurance Strategies today at 706-226-0186. Beep, beep.
Back to the Catamount Football Show, and we continue our player interview segment. Guys, welcome to the show and introduce yourselves, please.
Hi, I'm Keith Adams. I'm a senior. I'm number 4, and I play fullback.
I'm Kyric McGowan. I'm number 11. I'm a senior, and I play wide receiver and corner.
All right, Keith, let's start with you. I'm going to ask you the same question I asked the defensive guys. First off, tell me how it felt being a captain, walking out on the field for the opening game your senior year.
Well, I mean, it was a great honor because, like, to be a captain, your teammates had to vote for you, and it felt real good to know that my teammates thought a lot of me to be a captain.
How about the enthusiasm of the crowd and just kind of the excitement of the game? Just, it was really neat having a full stadium and all the atmosphere around it.
Yes, sir.
How did that feel for you? What did that do for you to get to?
Oh, it felt great. It was awesome. Like, it really added to the emotion of the game. It was a big game, and I'm glad we won, and the crowd was awesome.
Now, you're the closest thing to an offensive lineman. I tell you all the time, you know, fullbacks are guards with a eligible number. So talk about your role as a fullback and some of the things that you do for the team.
Well, my role as a fullback is I lead up on backers on run plays, and I pick up blitzes in pass protection. If a Mike or a Spur try to sneak outside of one of my offensive linemen, I pick them up, and I make sure like nobody, gets to the quarterback.
Yeah, occasionally you get to carry the ball, right?
Yes, sir.
Talk about that part of your game a little bit, because you do a great job running the football too.
Like short yardage, I'll get the football, and like I got to get the first down, and I just like running over people and stuff.
You do a good job of that too. Now we're got two different styles, or really 2 or 3 different styles of offense this year, working on some different things. So you guys have had to learn some new stuff. How's that been, picking up the new schemes and the new responsibilities with the offense?
It's been real fun learning new terminology. It was great. Like, it's a lot funner and easier, and like it just helps us play a lot better.
Yeah. Talk to me about goals for yourself and goals for the team this year.
Well, goals for the team is to go 10-0 and win region, and then play for a state championship, which we'll win. And my goals is just really just to be a big part of this team and just have fun. And just win.
How about you? I know you take being a leader very seriously, and talk about that kind of just philosophy that you have about being a leader.
I just want to be a great role model for my teammates and peers in my school, and just do the right thing, and just be a leader.
Very good. I like it. Kyric, same question for you. Tell me about Friday night, first game your senior year, walking down the field, packed stadium. How did it feel? Tell me kind of what the sights and sounds were for you.
It felt great. I've never played in a game that big, so see a crowd like that, honestly, it was just you got to come out and make a show with something like that.
Right. So talk to me about the game Friday. Kind of.
It was a real fun game actually. It was like a battle back and forth, and then things kind of settled down for a second, and then all of a sudden it was right back on the heels. So it was a real exciting game.
How about defensively? I know you play two distinct roles, obviously playing corner and you'll play running back and wide receiver on offense. Talk about balancing all those positions and how they kind of complement each other.
Really, it helps me throughout the game playing both ways, because I get to see athletes from both sides of the ball and see the game from both sides of the ball, and that actually helps me later in the game.
Yeah. Tell me about goals for yourself and goals for the team this season.
Goals for my team, like my other teammates have said, go 10-0, win a region championship, and then play for a state championship. And anything less than that would be a failure. And so, for my personal goal is really just stay healthy and be the biggest team contributor I can.
Yeah. How about offense? Do you like being running back, receiver, or does it matter to you? Just
slot receiver is probably my favorite.
Yeah. Explain. In our kind of new offense, what the slot receiver, where he is and what he does.
Slot receiver is the inside, usually the inside of the Twins guy, and we do like a lot of bubble screens, a lot of getting the ball out on the perimeter and getting you in open space so you can just make a play.
You also get to crack block too, right?
Yes.
I know you guys like that. Explain what that is.
Crack blocking is just where you basically just ear hole the backer that's not looking. So it's always good to get payback on them whenever they catch you slipping.
Absolutely. That gives you guys a chance to a little revenge factor, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thanks for coming on the show. You guys did a great job Friday night. Look forward to watching the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Stay right here, back with more Catamount football after these messages.
The Catamount and the Chick-fil-A Cow are teaming up to provide you an awesome tailgate meal each home game from 5:30 to kickoff. Be sure to be here by 6 o'clock for the catwalk and get your Chick-fil-A meal for only $6. Chick-fil-A Dalton reminds you to eat more chicken
and go Big Red!
When you contact Dalton Utilities, you're speaking to someone from your community, maybe even someone you know. After all, this is our hometown too. Our customers are our neighbors and friends. Protecting our customers and the environment are top priorities at Dalton Utilities. For electricity, natural gas, water, and wastewater services, you can always rely on Dalton Utilities, your hometown connection.
Hi, I'm Dr. Reginald Sherrill. Are you tired of sweaty underarms and dealing with deodorant stains on your clothes? We're performing a procedure called Mirror Dry. It's safe, non-invasive, sweat and odor-free, deodorant-free. It is clinically proven and FDA approved. I've had the procedure and it really works. The procedure takes about 1 hour, it's local anesthesia, and works immediately. Call our office, Dalton Plastic Surgery, 706-226-3311. 706-226-3311.
Welcome back to Catamount Football. We've got our coaches segment. We've got defensive coordinator, Coach Kit Carpenter. Coach, welcome to the show.
Glad to be here.
Talk a little bit about Friday night, kind of from your perspective as defensive coordinator, what your guys' plan was and kind of how you rolled that thing out.
Well, we've played Calhoun now for so long, we kind of know what to expect from each other. And as personnel changes, offenses and defenses evolve. And we had a game plan going in that we wanted to be able to stop the run. We felt like they were going to come out and be a running football team, which is what they did, and they were very good at it. So especially when we know what they're going to do and we try to stop them and they get positive yards, that's something to say for them.
Talk about defending a guy like Balin Spector. I mean, he is a big kid, 6'2", 200 pounds, 210 pounds, whatever it is. The mention of throwing the ball is one thing, but his ability to run.
They just add a third dimension now, because now all 11 players are involved, where the quarterback's now a runner, and so we've got to commit all 11 to either stopping the run or stopping the pass. And luckily, I've got a book on the single wing that we'll go back to and refer to and see how the guys stopped them, in the 50s.
Right. Talk a little bit about kind of what you guys do as a defensive staff, kind of how you look at the upcoming opponent and kind of how you break them down, getting ready to to feed the game plan to the kids?
Oh, well, each of our coaches have a different segment of the game to chart. We all chart it over the weekend, and as we come together in our meeting on Sunday, we kind of put it together, we watch it overall, and just get little tidbits back and forth from each coach's perspective, and from there we just build our game plan around that.
I think one of the things that you do a great job of as a defensive play caller is timing up your blitzes, when you send them, when you don't. Talk about that aspect of it a little bit, because I think that's really a big strength of our defense.
Well, a lot of it has to do with the way we've gone back and charted them, what we expect them to run, and we don't. While we do like to blitz, we don't want to blitz in a situation that it's not. It's a risk versus reward kind of management.
Talk about your philosophy of being on the field. I know you spent some time up in the press box, but then you came back down. You see a lot of coordinators are in the press box. Tell me about being on the field.
I enjoy being in the box because the way that you see it's almost like you watch it on Saturdays, watch it from there. But being able to make adjustments quickly from the sidelines is really an advantage of being down.
And you got a pretty good set of eyes with Jim Bennett up in the box.
Oh,
right?
absolutely. We've got some guys that really have some great experience up there. And again, each person in the box has a specific thing that they're looking at, as well as what we do on the sidelines. And so it's all about getting information and processing.
How about the in-game adjustments? How helpful has this new technology, relatively new now, we've had it for a couple of years. Talk about how that's changed what it does for you guys, and I'm obviously referring to the iPad on the sidelines.
Well, several years ago, if you come out in the first half and you've got your first half the way you've got things set up, and if you got a little wrinkle in there, it's not till halftime till most teams can adjust. Well, now you're adjusting between series, or if a kid's not playing the way he needs to play, you can show it to him. And it's able to make the adjustments, the demand for adjustments, quicker.
I think one of the things I've seen on our side of the ball is when they would previously when they come off the field, you'd ask them, okay, what happened?
Right.
And they would tell you, and you go back and look at the film, and it wasn't.
You're right.
It wasn't exactly.
They were close.
It wasn't exactly how they saw it. Now, being able to see what they're doing is just a.
It is. And if a guy's not squeezing down, or if there's a gap, a split there, it's just able to physically show them. And we've got a generation of kids that are very visual, and same thing that happens in the classrooms happens on the field.
Now, before we wrap up, give us a real update real quick on your family. They're starting to grow up, right?
They are growing up. Knox is now 8, and OC has turned 4, I guess about the time that you turned 39.
Yeah, absolutely. OC Pope and I were 57 together.
That's right.
On
57.
Our last birthday.
It's wonderful to watch them grow.
Cheers. We saw Knox at the Dalton Youth Football. I know that's exciting for you to get involved with that. And
It is. There was a lot of great kids out there, and to see the numbers out there is very, very encouraging, and the kids watching them come around is great.
Absolutely. Thanks for everything you do. We appreciate your contribution to Catamount football. Stay right here, back with more in just a minute.
Train like a pro at Performance Sports Academy. Get one-on-one training from former professional and collegiate players, featuring indoor baseball and softball training facilities, ground ball area, 3 pitching mounds, and 4 batting cages. Performance Sports Academy is also available for team rentals. Call 706-537-3169 today and train like a pro at Performance Sports Academy.
Honesty, integrity, and hard work, leadership, quality, and value. Just a few words to describe the company and people that make up Shaw Industries. Shaw Industries, the world's leading carpet manufacturer, is proud to be a sponsor of Dalton Catamount Football. Shaw Industries, where great floors begin.
Thank goodness it's football time again here in North Georgia. There's nothing like the smell of the grass and the roar of the crowd under the lights on Friday night. Football is a way of life in Dalton, Georgia, and so is the Oakwood Cafe. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, our team is dedicated to serving you the best meal in this area. So next time you're hungry, head on down to the Oakwood Cafe. Your stomach will be glad you did. Oakwood Cafe, for the people, by our people.
We're back on the Catamount Football Show, and we're going to see the highlights of Friday night game. I know Brandon has put together a fancy new opening for these highlights.
That's nice, isn't it?
There's our 4 captains walking down the field. talk to them about how much that meant to them. They really had some neat comments.
What a great group of guys, man! I tell you, this senior class is going to be has always been a special group, obviously for me. With me having a daughter that's a senior in that group, I've watched them play a lot of football, a lot of baseball, basketball, you name it, just about over the years. And it's a great group of competitors, and certainly a group of young men that want to come out.
First play of the game, halfback pass. Great way to start the season.
Great block right there by Zeke.
Good block by Zeke. Calhoun's so aggressive defensively. I think we kind of felt like as a staff that this is something that we had opportunity on in the games previously, but come out and open up with it, take advantage of that aggressive nature was really a good way to start.
Absolutely. You know, you look for any, to beat a team like Calhoun, you got to get any and every advantage that you can get, and we certainly felt like, and we get this a lot with us sometimes, we are an aggressive defense.
Touchdown here, just a little swing pass to Ahmad, and it gets called back for a chop block, and Dylan Cole kind of tripped, and it was a good call.
Great play right here. Good job by JP. He does an outstanding job of pocket presence. Good job of feeling it, stepping up into the play. Good play action by Ahmad. Lined an outstanding job, and then what can you say about the catch?
I mean, he snatches the ball out of the air, two hands up, snatching it.
And that's what you're looking for. You know, we've been waiting for that for a while. And Zeke, certainly last year was a frustrating year for him with his knee injury, but it sure was good to see him back on the field last night. And I know he was excited, had a lot of energy build up for a couple of years. What a great job right here on this kickoff. I mean, outstanding. To kick it, knowing that he really wanted to field it. We knew he would want to run it back. Normally you kick away from them, but like I said, we felt like if we could pin him on the corner, he might do that, and sure enough he did. Good job right there. But our whole defense really played sound, but you can just watch some individual great performance. Great job by Tucker Sumner right there. Good job, having John Wesley and Max in the middle, over 600 pounds. That changes a little bit of the dynamic that we've had in the past.
Really good play by Nathan Moore there, too. Good to see him back out on the field.
That's another one I was going to mention him earlier. That had he's back after a knee injury. Good to see him back out there. Great job. Good hit right there. Tucker Sumner was just probably one of the better games I've seen Tucker play. Now, he made some bonehead mistakes, but as far as aggressiveness, you'll see a great hit stepping in right there. And good job. Colton Fromm and Tucker did a great job playing sideline to sideline the other night. Moved the ball down on us, though, right here. We had a couple of penalties early on. Matthew Howell, was good to have him back. He missed a lot last year. Right here, good play. And Harrison Hughes is a young man you're going to see a lot of, probably on both sides of the ball as well. But just a phenomenal. You see him come up right here like a cannon. Just a great job right there to get to the perimeter and stop him on a 2nd and long.
This was a really long drive, and for us to hold them without a touchdown was just a really big point early in the game.
It was, and contrary to when you had Lamb at quarterback and certainly the Riley kid, two great quarterbacks have gone on to play college football. With number 4, it's a different feel on offense. Absolutely. It's more of a drive where they wanted to get a play count, maybe 70, 80 plays. Their play count, they really wanted to keep it low because they wanted to keep us off the field. And also, great job right here by Kyric on this play. We just ran just a little quick game.
Really nice catch.
Oh, yeah. Great protection up front. And you'd like to say you coached that, Coach, but I don't.
No.
It's hard to take credit for that, isn't it?
Yeah, that's just some special natural athletic ability. Here's another one.
Yeah, great job right here. There wasn't a lot out there. They obviously beat us to the corner. Zeke did a good job of picking up what he could.
Good hard running. Good pass protection on the rollout.
Absolutely. And good decision here by JP. Yeah. Good decision here by JP.
Ahmad, that's a way to step up and pick up a blitz.
Good job.
Ended up with a late spearing penalty right here at the end of that play, so that gave us a nice first down right there.
Good job right here. Sam Steps, a young man that's going to get a lot of passes this year. He plays actually inside and outside for us, but just a good job there. Wow.
Great catch.
Just a great catch.
Great catch.
Absolutely, and he puts it right really in the only place you can put it. Straight drop back.
Good protection.
And right here, great job by Zeke just going up and grabbing it. Knew he was going to get hit. Don't really know why. I guess he was going for the interception. But once again, good to have Zeke back making those kind of plays. Once again, good snap. Philip Sheely right there, number 89. Solid for us the whole night.
So up 14-3 in the second quarter.
Anything better than that right there, Coach?
Great
Offensively and defensively.
Yep.
Great job right there.
He kicked that one about almost 9 yards deep in the end zone.
Yeah. Good. Right. You know, John Wesley is such a strong and physical presence, and you'll watch him throughout this game do a few things that it's uncharacteristic for a big man to do, but one is pressure. This is the play right here. We had a little breaking coverage. They ran a double post, and it's great. I mean, we have that concept. They hit it at the right time, force them over. Wow.
Great lead block by Keith Adams. I'm sure this is on here again. If watch number 4, the fullback. He is something special. Here he comes right here, right at you. Boom! And then there's a Mod. Mod is a really good runner.
Yeah, and you're talking about a kid 6 foot tall, 197 pounds. It's good to have him running, and he's been injured a lot, so it's good to have him healthy again.
Absolutely.
Another great block by Keith.
Here we go. Sweep again. That was just toss left, toss right. Back to kind of our roots of some of our offense. Ended up having to punt there, I think.
That's right. Yep. Once again, another solid defense right here. You see Max Maynard in the middle. This right here is just, you know, this is the dangerous part of that game. When you don't pass the ball forward, you're going to wind up with it being a lateral, and that's, once again, that's like a penalty almost. I mean, that right there is a 10-yard loss right there.
Yeah,
and certainly that helps our defense.
That wasn't actually.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
4th down, 4th and
4th and 4, 4th and 5, come back, and once again, felt like if we could flush him out and make him throw against his, you know, everybody's good throwing to their dominant arm. Can you throw back against your body? So good job there by defensive flushing him.
Coming back with the zone running game now, and there's a nice job of the guys up front getting a good push and a Mod.
Absolutely, body on
nice
body.
Cut right there.
Wow, Caden Stokes, what a great job by
Caden.
Caden. Absolutely, keeping his feet moving and pancaking. Once again, great solid job right here, good solid kick. You just want to advance it, get the ball down. Grant Goldberg had a solid game on defense as well. Good job getting down to pursue. Once again, bottled up inside. You know, had less than 160 yards total rushing, uncharacteristic for a Calhoun team. And certainly just watching those guys, the way they contain, just an outstanding job, less than 100 yards passing. So good job right there. It's a very disciplined right there by Matthew Howe, taking on the lead block right there, coming off and Nick Faulkner, man, just a solid game out of Nick the other night. Nick is playing some really good football. Come back and run a screen. Once again, Matthew Howe just holds him right there and lets Faulkner come in and clean it up. Justice Washington, another one that played a solid game for us, giving us some good reps. See good pursuit, though. There's Tucker getting there. Of course, Nasir right there playing on the corner. Great job, guys. Come back with a quarterback draw. Big hit right here before the half.
That was a
big
nice hit by Tucker.
Absolutely is a nice hit right there. Nice play. But quarterback draw, he reads, comes up, bam, good hit right there. So good job right there.
Go in at halftime, up 14-3. So we'll be back in just a few minutes with the second half highlights.
Hi, my name is Charles R. Hicks Sr.
And I'm Charles R. Hicks Jr.
From major repairs of transmission and motor
to minor repairs such as AC brakes and tune-ups, Transformers has got you covered.
We also offer financing and provide a nationwide warranty for your peace of mind.
So don't trust your automobile to just anyone.
Come to Transformers, Transmission and Complete Auto Repair Specialists, where we can make it shift, we can make it cold, we can make it stop, and we guarantee you we can make it go.
This is Roadrunner Coach Tony Engel. I want you to join another winning team with my friends at Advanced Insurance Strategies. They offer you great service, but more importantly, they offer you the assurance that you're protected today and against whatever tomorrow may bring. After all, isn't peace of mind what insurance is all about? Call my good friend David Pennington at Advanced Insurance Strategies today at 706-226-0186. Beep, beep.
The Catamount and the Chick-fil-A Cow are teaming up to provide you an awesome tailgate meal each home game from 5:30 to kickoff. Be sure to be here by 6 o'clock for the catwalk and get your Chick-fil-A meal for only $6. Chick-fil-A Dalton reminds you to eat more chicken
and go Big Red!
All right, Coach, we're back for the second half. Went in at halftime, made a few little adjustments, talked about a few things, and came out
And this was the first of our 2 halftimes, it felt like.
That's right.
Again,
yeah.
We've only done that 3 times in the last 9 months.
Yeah.
With Rome and Cale and now this game. Another good solid kickoff right here. 6 yards deep into the end zone. Well, that's huge for a defense. That is a huge shot in the arm. So we come out. They're obviously in their spread, wanting to take the ball outside and run it, but stay inside with the quarterback. Great job right there by John Wesley, working down by Max Maynor. Max, working the way down the line of scrimmage. You'll see it right here. He'll just follow his guard right here, face off, make a big play in Tucker. Great job. A couple of big hits by Tucker the other night. Really kind of sealed a lot of the 3rd down hit or 4th down. Great job.
Here we come. Back on offense, ground shot with Kyric running the jet sweep. Nasir's in there at quarterback, so that's a little different look. There's Zeke making a great run.
Great job right there. Great job. And that's one of the things that we challenge our guys. Obviously, when you play a team like Calhoun, they're going to play through the sidelines. They're going to play through the whistle. We got to do that same thing. I was glad to see these guys picking it up, doing that same thing. See some great physical play. Calhoun's a great physical team. Certainly, we like to think that we're in that category as well. Great job right here. We had a 3rd and long, and just a good job right here by Nasir. Sorry, it's a 2nd and long. Just a great job on the quarterback draw. Come back here on a screen. Good job. Dylan Cole had a solid game the other night.
Dylan did play well. Had a turnover right there. Just got to get a little better on the ball security.
That's right. And that'll come. We get through this year, first game. You always do things differently in practice sometimes. Right here, you got a big quarterback. This is what you do. You gotta just pound. And certainly we were in a position right there where they came to us, and you get the ball on that side of the field. You got to get points. Calhoun's always going to capitalize. Great job right here by Maddux Houghton. They really felt like they was going to get more of the kicking game. He had a big foot, but they squib kicked it, and Maddux and those guys did a good job of returning it, getting what they could.
Good job by JP getting.
Now there's our spear right there. That was the one, I think, where he came in on his ribs, and they wound up calling the play. Good job right here. JP made a couple of good, right there, number 6, his head down. Mom and Dad, you need to say what to do. That's what you don't do when you tackle.
This is a great answer of their touchdown for us to come right back and score. Just a little zone running play. The kind of the neat thing about that inside zone is it can hit from left tackle to right tackle and anywhere in between, and it's a different play every time. Good job by the guys up front. Ivan Calderon made a really
Another
nice
great pancake right there, absolutely.
Good job of Mata finding the end zone. That was a big answer.
Where's that emotion been all up through practice?
Right.
I don't know why we don't have that in 120-degree heat, Yeah. No, it's great to see that. Love seeing those guys get out there on the field and hug around on each other. And once again, great snap, great hold, great kick. Very proud of our special teams. You're right, though. That was an emphatic moment that we had to punch it in and respond. Great to see those guys do that. And once again, another kickback. Unbelievable. Great job right here, flushing it out.
Shows you how strong he is right there.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely,
ball.
Absolutely. And number 2 is a fine tailback.
Yes, he is.
5'11", 190 pounds, solid, runs hard, has a low center of gravity. Once again, right there, it's one of those where you just got our line just whipped them right there, and certainly no place to run. Come back and throw a little inside. Obviously, we were playing the run pretty heavy right there. Turn it over on downs to us. Just a great blitz right here. They blitzed right into the mesh zone, and we fumbled the ball and give it right back to them. So they come back and obviously looking for a quick hit. Typical what you do when you get a turnover on that side of the field. Great discipline by Kyric staying back. And like I said, big thing is they try to run a little will follow into the boundary. Great job right there by Kyric, staying at home. But good pressure by our defense too, flushed him out and not letting him sit back there.
Quarterback sneak, just good job of the guys wedging and getting a little breathing room off the goal line here. Come back and run the power, and that's a mod just making a lot.
A lot out of nothing, that's right.
Offensive line, we didn't help him a whole lot right here, and he does a nice job of bouncing off that.
Look at Keith, great job right there by Keith though. He does such a good job of pounding and then looking for that second guy that he can go hit. Right here is a pretty special play. This may have been his best catch.
It's a great catch.
Right here.
Because it looked like the corner was about to jump that for a pick.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And all of a sudden, 8 flashes and just snatches the ball out of the air.
No doubt, no doubt.
So begin the fourth quarter. Good rollout, good protection.
Yeah, we had what we wanted, had the receiver, and we put the ball in the wrong place. But once again, just a good job right there. Great job by the Calhoun's defense. Great job of Nick Faulkner. Nick Faulkner pursued sideline to sideline the other night. Mayo had one of his best games. Certainly know that he can get better. They come back and stay outside. Great job right here by Kyric. Good job by Maddux running over the top. Once again, this right here, Malik Coleman, a young man you're going to hear a lot out of. Super plays, one of our wrestlers, and you'll see right here, he fires off, takes on a guy twice his size, comes up, makes a big hit on the quarterback. Certainly right there, you love that play right there. They get a field goal out of it, come back and squib kick it. Good job right here by Kyric of taking it. And, you know, we do a good job of this, but then you just get a little bit of Kyric. I mean, this is him doing what he does, and just a great job of getting it down the field.
So they've made it back to a one-score game. It's now 21-13. So.
That's right. And, you know, this is that moment you talk about, and we talked about this. We called it that Glenn moment where, you know, our defense was put in a situation to stop them, but that defense just pounded. We needed to develop that, and that was kind of, so we wanted to have that, be able to come back here and be strong, give our defense, let's give them a little bit of room to continue to be what they are.
Good tough running by Ahmad.
Absolutely. Only really ran 2 plays. I mean, really, we just kind of stayed with the 2 plays inside, continued to run, and let that line just lay on them and push them out.
Guys up front, I think we played 7 offensive linemen the other night, and they did a good job. This is just a heck of a run by Zeke with not a lot of help.
And a great job of Marshall. Marshall could have held. Yeah. He was patient, waited, and got a great block on the outside. So just a good job right here on the perimeter right here. Moving his feet. Coach Smith does a great job with those guys and those blocking drills.
Good job, great run.
Yeah, that was a great job. Love seeing all that red get down there too.
Mm-hmm. This thing just parted like the Red Sea right here. Everybody's pushing left, and Keith kicks out right, and it's a touchdown.
Yeah, that's a
so
great.
It takes it back to a 2-score game. Again, that was a great answer. They had scored, made it an 8-point game. We come back and get a touchdown and stretch it back out to 2 scores.
And then the Lightning comes.
And then the Lightning. Well, the Lightning had been around.
Yeah, it was dancing.
While all of a sudden, I don't know if it just got a little closer, but we survived. It was only a short one.
Great job, John Wesley. Such a big presence inside.
He's just disruptive.
He is.
That's the term I use for him. He's just disruptive.
Great call by Coach Carpenter right there. Delayed blitz with Fromm. Knowing that, you know, that's a good thing about 28-13. You know they got to pass. There's not enough time to drive and play ball control, and certainly that played into our defensive hands. Great job right there by Colton Fromm with a delayed blitz. Great coverage downfield. Everybody staying with their people. You know, like I said, the big thing about Friday night was no big plays. Good job of Maddux right there. Very sound play cut. They get a little cheap pass inside right there, and then right here mishandle a snap, throw the ball back, which is actually on 4th down is a great throw, but mishandled on the catch. Once again, Ahmad was there, so just a great play right here on 4th down. Nick, once again, Nick Faulkner. You don't like to see a guy come inside, but his quickness against that tackle allowed him to do that. So just a great job right there. Once again, very proud of our defense. Thought they played exactly what we needed them to be. Boy, that's big running. Big running. So 3 and out.
You talk about a pressure snap now. Philip Shealy, there's 10 guys on the line of scrimmage, and he knows they're coming. And for him to, first time out of the gate as a snapper, to snap that thing back there like that.
Absolutely.
And for Mora to get the kickoff, that was big time by those 2 young fellas.
We know, but one thing we know about Moores is they're clutch players, and certainly that was a clutch. We had 2 clutch kicks. We have that one, and then the next one where you know they're coming, and you have to handle the snap, the whole 9 yards. But you're right about Phillip. Once again, right here, a great job by Nasir, underthrown ball, trying to throw the deep ball, and just, you know, Nasir, Coach Thompson does a great job with those guys and body position, and just let him stay right where he needed to be to make that play. Great job right there. Love the excitement on the sidelines. Love to see those guys get into it right there. Once again, though, great job. And, you know, you get that catch, it's a different game.
Yep.
You know, it's a different game. Now you're once again back to a 1-score game. Great job. Love that excitement right there. Good job. Good coverage.
Get the ball back. Here, we'd like to be able to run the clock out, but they've now packed. There's Keith again. They've now packed the box on us.
Yeah, and that's, you know that's coming up.
Yep.
We still got to find a way to be able to do that. Once again, though, great kick away from the returner, not giving them any kind of, making them literally have to go full field.
Best play in football.
That's right, our favorite play.
Absolutely,
love
best
that
play in football, victory play.
That's right.
Final score 28-13, and appreciate everybody coming out and supporting the Catamounts.
Made it a great night, I tell you, to have that kind of crowd, home crowd. And visitor crowd, you know.
Yep.
It's good to see these parents come out and support their. And, you know, once again, Calhoun's a good football team. going to have a long season, may win a state championship again. And I think they certainly have all the qualities it's going to take in AAA to be probably one of the best teams, if not the best team. So good luck to those guys.
Dalton Utilities has been a part of our community since 1889, meeting the needs of a growing industry that is now known throughout the world. Over 125 years later, Dalton Utilities is still invested in our community's success, providing safe and affordably priced utility services to help run your home and business. For electricity, natural gas, water, and wastewater services, you can always rely on Dalton Utilities, your hometown connection.
Hi, I'm Dr. Reginald Sherrill. Are you tired of sweaty underarms and dealing with deodorant stains on your clothes? We're performing a procedure called Mirror Dry. It's safe, non-invasive, sweat and odor-free, deodorant-free. It is clinically proven and FDA approved. I've had the procedure and it really works. The procedure takes about 1 hour, it's local anesthesia, and works immediately. Call our office, Dalton Plastic Surgery, 706-226-3311. 706-226-3311.
Train like a pro at Performance Sports Academy. Get one-on-one training from former professional and collegiate players, featuring indoor baseball and softball training facilities, ground ball area, 3 pitching mounds, and 4 batting cages. Performance Sports Academy is also available for team rentals. Call 706-537-3169 today and train like a pro at Performance Sports Academy.
Back on Catamount Football, and Coach Lane, let's talk a little bit about the game this week versus Northwest. Go from one rivalry game to another. I think it's great for our community that we're getting to play Northwest again. Should be a lot of fun.
Well, Coach Robinson and I were committed to try to get this for the last few years, trying to make a full game as opposed to a scrimmage game, because it is a community game. It's a great game for our community. It's certainly a game that we enjoy. We know that Northwest is going to be a talented football team. Certainly we know that they're going to be well coached, and at the end of the day, you know you're going to get their best. And so when you're trying to build your schedule and think about those games down the road, certainly this is a good game for us up front, and we're excited about it.
Should be another packed house with Dalton fans and
that's right.
in the red and white, and the Bruin fans in their orange and blue. And
that's right.
It'd be a lot of fun.
That's right. Old days.
Northwest has a special kid playing quarterback for him. The Shiflett kid is really talented and is going to be if you're just a football fan, he's fun to watch.
Fun to watch.
For us, it's
defensive coach. You hate watching.
Yeah, they're having
well, you
some
like watching
nightmares,
on the sidelines. That's where you like to watch it. Yeah, their offense really clicks on all cylinders. Coach Brown does a really good job managing their offense, and certainly they have a lot of weapons. They do a great job of getting the ball in the perimeter. Their run game seems to be something that has truly gotten a little bit better each and every week. Going through the season last year and then this year, you got some experience coming back in your backs and in your line. So, like I said, offensively speaking, I think they're a very dangerous football team, and it's a very similar game plan to Calhoun. I think if we can just contain the big play, because they live on the big play. Certainly we saw them doing the 7-on-7, and that's not any kind of indication of full-time, but it does give you an idea of the weapons. They got a lot of weapons.
Defensively, we know they like the 4-3. They've had that tradition for a long time.
Yeah.
That's a tough defense to scheme up against, so kids will be working on that this week.
Yeah, and they play hard for Coach Rom. He's a defense coordinator and or at least some facsimile thereof, and he does a good job of those guys doing what they do, and kind of like us, they've been running that defense for a long time. So you make a few tweaks, but at the end of the day, you are what you are. So they'll be prepared for us, I'm sure.
Absolutely. We'll be back with more Catamount Football in just a minute.
Honesty, integrity, and hard work, leadership, quality, and value. Just a few words to describe the company and people that make up Shaw Industries. Shaw Industries, the world's leading carpet manufacturer, is proud to be a sponsor of Dalton Catamount Football. Shaw Industries, where great floors begin.
Thank goodness it's football time again here in North Georgia. There's nothing like the smell of the grass and the roar of the crowd under the lights on Friday night. Football is a way of life in Dalton, Georgia, and so is the Oakwood Cafe. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, our team is dedicated to serving you the best meal in this area. So next time you're hungry, head on down to the Oakwood Cafe Your stomach will be glad you did. Oakwood Cafe, for the people, by our people.
Hi, my name is Charles R. Hicks Sr.
And I'm Charles R. Hicks Jr.
An unexpected breakdown can cause a family a heavy financial burden.
Here at Transformers Transmission, we want to ease that burden.
And to help you ease that burden, we now offer 6 and 12 months interest-free financing to help you get back on the road.
So don't trust your automobile to just anyone.
Come to Transformers Transmission and Complete Auto Repair, where we can make it shift, we can make it cold, we can make it stop, and we guarantee we can make it go.
Well, Coach, we've come to the end of the first show this year, and certainly there's a lot of people I know that you want to thank for their efforts last Friday night, probably starting with the quarterback club and all that crowd. So
absolutely,
have at it.
Well, it's a long season. We'll have to spread. A lot of people do a lot to help Dalton High football, and I tell you, it's really special on a Friday night. And we talked earlier in the show about the experience of Friday night. Really what it is, yeah, it's the grass, it's the stands, it's not having a track, it's the people. Right. There are so many people that go into volunteering on Friday night. Our band does an outstanding job, whether it's the catwalk coming in, the walkthrough, the halftime show. Our quarterback club is second to none. I get calls all the time throughout the state about how our quarterback club operates within our, and they have been one of the largest, it's just amazing to see what they do on Friday night. And you can't even really quantify it. You can't put it into words, whatever they do. So just all those guys. Rob Taylor's our new quarterback club president, and he does an outstanding job. But certainly there's some old guard that's in there helping him, and we really do appreciate that. Century Club, corporate sponsors, those guys. I tell you, JROTC is a group that, you know, they're when we get here, they're one of the first groups here, and they do such a good job with the color guard before the game. And Sergeant Major does an outstanding job leading that group. And you know, I tell you, it's just like I said, Friday nights at Dalton are just exciting, and just really appreciate all of the groups that work on Friday night, and we're going to try our best to mention them as we go through the year. But I tell you what, those three groups right there are pretty special. But last, you know, we appreciate the players and the moms and dads do an outstanding job, and we just really appreciate all they do to make Friday night special, but more importantly, Dalton football special.
Absolutely. We'll close up the show like we always do. We'll say we'll be back next week, same cat time, same cat channel.
Go Big Red.